I'm just doing a short presentation about female architecture. So we know for a long time architecture has been marginalized. So that means it has been majorly male centric. So you won't really see, but at the beginning you won't really see females studying architecture or even practicing architecture. And also it was predominantly males because males are strong, males have the capacity, women have other, should I say, responsibilities, maybe their roles in the kitchen and stuff like that. But now, we've been seeing a lot of women in architecture in Nigeria, in Europe, everywhere. So I have so Sami Mariam Kamara. So she's a Nigerian architect and she's the founder of Atelier Masomi, land in boutique Sotolini design factories in Niamey, Niger. So she was previously a software developer, but after studying software and tech, she decided to go back to architecture to practice, her dream of being an architect as a teenage girl. So when she wanted to study, she had a mentor, Ghanaian British architect. So I think it's very important for us to have mentors. Female, male, anyone. But I personally have a female architect mentor, and I think she's really good, and how like I said, and that she's acclaimed. She studied in Italy, so she's really good, and I've learned a lot from her. So I don't think to say, she even said she learns a lot by being a positive, and she really learned a lot from mentoring with her. So she has some really amazing architectural designs. A major one is the religious and secular complex, the Hikmah complex. So as you can see, this is Afrocentric, as you can see. So the main construction material is compressed earth bricks. So compressed earth brick is made from compressed soil, clay, sand, and clay, sand, and water basically. So it's sustainable, it's locally made, and it's very easy to maintain, and it's durable. So it was made from soil that was found near the sites. So they didn't have to spend on transport, they didn't have to spend on everything has to spend a lot. So of course that's sustainable. So it provides better thermal performance and it lowers energy consumption. It also lowers the cost of construction because they didn't have to spend so much money on fuel, transportation, and basically the facade is so beautiful. Like they play with a lot of shapes, a lot of forms, and even though it's basically Afrocentric, even though should I say, it looks part of the locality, basically. But it still had this modern, I feel like they had the modern touch to it. And it's just really beautiful. So then we had the NAMI 2000 housing projects. So this, in NAMI, I think they have a problem of overpopulation. So they have how urbanization is causing a lot of overpopulation in cities. So this project was for a mass housing, residential house for different people. And this is also Afrocentric. So it takes a firm position on material selection by using unfired earth masonry and passive cooling techniques. You will see it in the floor plan. So this building actually has lots of courtyards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 courtyards. And as we know, courtyards are very beautiful. And if they are used and done properly, they are really sustainable and they are really just beautiful. So this courtyard, the building is basically uses the stack effects method and passive cooling to cool the entire building. So I really love this. And I've also worked on a project with the courtyard, so courtyards are very nice. Then we have the Danzaji market, Niger. So this market, I know in Abuja you basically see, I think they're called ultra modern markets from what I've seen. So this one, I feel like they actually maintain the locality. As these canopies, in your normal markets, you use like canopies over your store. But this is just, I don't know, this is just really nice. I just really like it. And normally, once I go into the market, one thing, in fact, when I'm in the market, one thing that makes me annoyed and just is being under the sun. I'm like, what am I even under the sun? That's something that makes me not want to go to the market, but I have to go. So, but this is really nice because this shade is basically shading the walkway. So, yeah, at least you'll be happy with the market. Even the people that sell it, you'll be happy selling the market because it's very colorful and everything. And then the spaces, they utilize the spaces so you can sit down. I know in the markets, in fact, I'm not sure it's possible to find anywhere to sit down in the markets. But play area for children because they are always, I mean, if you look at sellers, they always have children that are trying to help them, or children that just came back from school and they have nowhere to actually play. They're just basically watching their parents. So I think this design was really chef's kiss. Sorry. Then we have Mimi Nat Shozime Kapaikuna Sanilo. So Mimi Nat is a British Nigerian designer and she's known for her artistic architectural practice. So Mimi Nat, she's an artist, she's a designer, and she's really just elegant. So well, for her designs, she has really elegant designs, like really fluid. She designs furniture, she designs buildings, mostly private residences. So but every project has its own personality. And she incorporates the old and new concept to create timeless, immersive experiences. And she's just really good. So we just take a look at her furniture pieces. They are really fluid, they're really just nice look at and unique. Like here, in this particular, she uses books and the design elements. Even the books are lined and yellow. Just add a pop of color and it's really, really nice. Then this private residence, I think this was my favorite. The way the glass and I'm not even sure if it's an elevator, but I think it is. But the way it wraps round the staircase, just beautiful. Then Odile Deco. I came across her when I was researching and I just loved her immediately. And her very gothic personality. What fun designing, what she actually doing. But her designs and her philosophy is so nice. So she's a French architect and she's recognized for her bold, colorful designs, her blend modernity and sustainability. So some of her works include Cargo Incubator in Paris and a Frankscan Tangshan National Geophyte Museum in China. So as you can see, she looks really gothic, very bold, very, very unique. So she talked about the importance of bold design and why architecture is still a fight. And she said, if you want to build and create a new century, you have to have people who have specific personalities. And basically, I think what she was trying to say is that as an architect, like your personality has to show in your designs. And if you know most architects, they actually have a particular, I don't know, but I know you can just look at it, look at a building and you can tell, oh, this was designed by this particular person. So that's how it should be. If you want to stand out, you have to at least leave your mark, your identity on all your projects or your designs. I mean, you don't have to leave your identity on a residential, leave somebody's design. I mean, you don't have to leave your identity on somebody's house. But you can leave it to the public scene. So she designed Anceres Barcelona, say. So this building, if you look at this building, if it was just a white building throughout, it looks like the regular urban buildings. But she added those touches of red on some floors, and I think that was brilliant because these views, one thing like me, I'll be fighting for this particular floor that has the red balcony. So on staircase. So thank you.
I learned a lot. My contribution is I like that for the first architect. this person, he's like, you, the woman,
Maiwan Samara.
and you had mentioned this, just, to highlight again. I think that even though you're meant to be like flexible as an architect, it's important that you sort of have your style. 2 of the buildings you showed us, 3 of the buildings you showed us, you could kind of tell, oh, this is the person who designed it. So I think that is also very interesting, just sort of finding your, what's the word?
Niche.
Your niche, your style. What makes your identity, what makes you your kind of architect. So, yeah.
Okay, so the highlight of this presentation basically is just adding your style into your design. We are architects and we are crazy. We're not limited. We are, we're boundless. We're beyond. So let's show that. Let's express ourselves. Let's be more expressive. Let's, add that. And I love the fact that obviously Women's Day is approaching. So we highlighted women in architecture. We should appreciate women in architecture as much as possible because, we tend to add our own style of, softness and curves and dynamic thinking, and it's not just structural, it's something. Sorry?
Yes.
Finesse. Okay, finesse. Yes, so yeah, let's appreciate, this soft side of architecture, this strong side of architecture also. So yeah, thank you, Carol, for the presentation.
Women are really underrepresented in the field. I mean, due to the fact that we could say it's an intrinsic nature. It's very, very normal. Okay, let me know it's the word normal, but it's just natural to see men doing certain tasks when they are born and women doing certain tasks. But we're happy that as the world is evolving, times are changing, a lot is also changing. We're now seeing women going into different fields of endeavor. Normally, you will barely see. I remember when I was in school, saw very few ladies in engineering, but I think the narrative has changed at the moment. And for the guys, it's good to encourage the ladies around to also be in this field. When they're with us, we must find a way to give them the sense of belonging, because one thing is very important. Women pay a lot of attention to detail. As a guy, we just wake up in the morning. I mentioned to somebody I have a mirror in my house. Women, I don't think there's any lady here who doesn't have a mirror in her house. So they pay a lot of attention to detail, and I think they bring a lot to the table when it comes to the field of construction and architecture. There are certain things I believe we may not overlook. We are very good at male architects, but I believe we have super female architects also. We could see the likes of many of them around the world, and I think it's a moment where we need to encourage lots of women to go into the field and the ladies around us to do great things in architecture. Thank you so much.
So I think what I want to mention is that I appreciate the fact that you didn't mention the regular text that we had.
Yeah.
aka Zaha Hadid. Because we have been when we think of women architecture, we all think Zaha Hadid. And she's an amazing architect and she deserves her flowers for this to her. I think other architects need to be appreciated. Like these women have never made a debut here.
And you share the names you with you.
Yeah, they're doing really amazing work, things that you've never seen before. So I think collectively we should learn to appreciate architects outside of the ones that come to us, and not just women. I call it when it comes in men, we have a narrow. We think of Norman Foster, we think of Frank Gehry, we think of Foley Waters. We just have this very tunnel vision about great architects. I think we need to expand the horizon, both on male and female architects that are doing really well.